want to show you this kitchen. It is like those of our houses of California.
We have such things.
This is our newest model. In America, we like to make life easier for women.
Your capitalist attitude does not occur under communism.
I think this attitude towards women is universal. And this house only costs $14,000. Our steelworkers, as you know, are on strike. But they can still afford this house. They earn $3 an hour, and this house is only $100 a month.
We have steelworkers and peasants that can afford to spend $14,000 on a house. Your American houses are only built to last 20 years. We build for our children and grandchildren.
American houses last more than 20 years. But even so, after 20 years, Americans may want to buy a new house. The American system is designed to take advantage of new inventions and techniques.
Some things never get out of date, like houses, for instance. I've read much about American houses, and I do not think this exhibit or what you say is strictly accurate. I hope I have not insulted you.
Oh, of course not. Everything we say is in good humor.
The Americans have already created the image of the Soviet man. You think all the Russians will be dumbfounded to see all this. Yet, every newly built Russian house has all this equipment.
Yes, but
in Russia, all you have to do to get a house is be born in the Soviet Union. In America, if you do not have the dollar, then you do not have the house. Yet you think we are the slave of communism.
I appreciate that you're very articulate and energetic.
Energetic. It's not the same thing as wise.
This exhibit was not designed to astound, but to interest. We have 1,000 builders building 1,000 different houses. We don't have one decision made at the top by one government official.
We would never agree on politics. For instance, McCoy likes a very peppery soup. I do not. But that does not mean that we cannot get along.
You can learn from us, and we can learn from you.
Excuse me. Tell us, please, what's your general impression of the exhibit? It is clear that this exhibit is not well put into order, and this is what America is capable of. And how long has she existed? 300 years? We have not yet had 42 years. In another 7 years, we will be in the same level as America. And after that, we'll go farther. As we pass you by, we'll wave hi to you. If you want to live under capitalism, it doesn't concern us. But you wouldn't understand. Mr. Vice President, from what you have seen of our exhibit, how do you think it's going to impress the people of the Soviet Union?
It's a very effective exhibit. As far as Mr. Khrushchev's comments just now, they are in a tradition that we have learned to expect from him. But there must be a free exchange of ideas. In some instances, they are ahead, like the development of the rockets. However, color television, we are ahead. But in order for both of us to benefit...
No! In the rockets, we passed you by. And in the technology...
You see, you never concede anything.
We always knew that Americans were smart people. Stupid people could not reach the economic level that they've reached.
You must not be afraid of ideas, then.
We are saying that it's you who is afraid of the ideas. We are not afraid of anything.
Well, then let's have more exchange of them. We all agree on that, right?
Yes, I agree. But first, I'd like to clarify what I'm agreeing on. Do I not have that right? I know I'm dealing with a very good lawyer.
No question about that.
You're the lawyer of capitalism. I'm the lawyer of communism. Let's kiss.
What I mean is this. Here we can see the type of tape that would transmit this very conversation immediately. And this increase in communication will teach everyone, because after all, you don't know everything.
You know absolutely nothing of communism except for fear. This dispute is on an unequal basis. What you say will be shown and heard, and what I say will not be translated. These are not equal conditions.
There's not a day that passes in the United States where we do not read about what happens in the Soviet Union.
Give me your word. I want you, Vice President, to give me your word that my speech will also be translated in English. Will it be?
Certainly it will be. And by the same token, everything that I say will be carried all over the Soviet Union. That's a fair bargain.